I mean, you know, that Blondie song in the old days, it was like, we'll use the word she for karma. She's gonna get ya. She's gonna find ya. Oh, yeah. Well, it may not be Jay Slater related, but it would seem the universe wants to balance things out. Hello, everybody. I hope you are well this morning. We are talking about Jay Slater case. And it's coming from all directions. I mean, it's coming from the left, the right, the front. I mean, P. Diddy did his thing, and now he's bebopping in the bars, right? In the box. And there's a lot of things that happen in life that we don't get direct justice. So, like, here's how it works. I had two boys that were only 15 months apart, and when something went wrong, neither would give a confession. So I had to be very creative and wait till they'd go to sleep. And unrelated to the incident, I would take all the chargers to all electronics until someone came out with the story. So it came from an indirect way, but as a parent, I got to the bottom of it. You have to be creative. I did a poll. Do you feel Jay Slater's case has contributed to the Tenerife cleanup? So feel free to put yes, no, or unsure down in the comments below. Now, we are on a live broadcast. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. I'm Mama D. I hope you're well. I think I said that. 80% said yes. 8% said no. 12 are unsure. 12%. So that's out of 182 votes. I just threw that poll up a few hours ago. So there you go. Majority rules. I want to welcome my mods right off the bat. Good morning, Jennifer Swain. Hello, Rach, not that Rach lovely. Hi, Debbie Gazzardo. I hope you are well. I send my love out there for Jennyville. She's going through a lot with her dad, as you know. And so she isn't able to make it that I know of in this live. And I want to say hello to Kintish Tina. Hello, my lovely. I appreciate you joining me. Hi, Laura. Allison. Just grabbing some names here. Crazy Cat. Thank you, Christy. Arctic Nick. All my beautiful starlights. What is going on that I'm all like, all this about? Let me show you why. Canceled by police. Okay, check it out. How long has Mama D been like other creators that moved on from the Jay Slater case that, just decided to up and get out of town, decided on their way out to kick me personally to the curb with a lot of innuendos of needing a tinfoil hat because I'm looking at Big Nasty. I'm looking at Charlie Sloth. I'm looking at Potter Paper going, this is where Jay Slater was. I don't care how big these stars are. These individuals surround the Jay Slater case. He went missing with a guy named Abdul or Ayab Abdul Quazim. We call him Quack Quack. Some people call him Whisper. Other people, like Potter Paper, who's very, very good friends, considers, Ayab a right-hand man, takes him on camera with him, takes him on stage when accepting awards. Ayab was with Jay the last night he was alive. He threw out the AU as a name, as the location that he had been to that night. The AU is Charlie Sloth's weed shop, or was. We're going to get into that. And it was also Narsty, Big Narsty's weed shop. Both shut down by the Popo. Now, not all places are shut down. 7. Yeah. And out of 7 of them, 3 of them have been brought up by name by not just me, but other sleuths, right? When looking at the Jay Slater case, we recently added Sugar Reefs as a location as well. So pay attention. You never know. Maybe they're going to get investigated too. But for those that keep saying you're beating a dead horse, first of all, nobody around our channel beats animals like you do. So get your mind in a better frame. But also, this is how you get justice. You're not going to get justice when something as atrocious as murder happened or whatever the crime is overnight, most likely. It's going to be because we push for it. We demand it. We stay on it. Now, I'm not the one that's throwing these three under the police tape. Yes, I'm bringing light to them. Yes, I'm asking why when I go to their website, does it look like they're selling toilet paper? But I'll let you judge that. So when you have these people and you have these defenders and fans that want to come on my channel, I'll just, so you know, I know my viewers. I read every single comment. I also read their names. And when you try to come in as a longtime viewer, but your channel's just now absolutely off the chart, off the track, you're speculating, you're not an investigator, all that, I just simply move along because you're not of interest to me. I'm going to stay focused on where the evidence leads. And Jay went with Ahab, and Ahab hangs out, according to him himself, and all the evidence with these three individuals. Now let's get into this. Do you remember this guy? Remember this dude? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. He came on a few weeks ago, and he's a seller, right? So we're not going to be selling for him, but he does give an update as to what was starting to be seen by us.
Yes, people have been getting so much DMs about what's going on with the CAFs. A lot of people are on here. CAFs are closed. They're going to CAFs. They're getting stopped. A lot of stuff. Right now, the island is crazy with the police and the CAFs. They've been raiding loads of CAFs. Most of the raids are not even being like official raids. Like they haven't got a license, but this is just welcome to Tenerife. So people,
should I get my tinfoil hat? Should I go get it now and fold it right in front of you? He goes on with a part two. We'll catch part of that one.
Yes, people, what's going on? So this is a part two from the Tenerife cops getting raided by police video. I've had loads of questions since yesterday. So people are asking, is it illegal or not illegal? And this is the funny question.
Before he gets into that, it is not legal to sell the substances that they are trying to sell in these weed shops, period. It's recreational only. And so what that means is you need to go to a licensed place that has followed the protocol to be licensed, not acquired through underhanded deal through Jamaicans and all kinds of stuff that got swindled out of businesses, and you try to get a license, but it's not in your name. None of that. No. It's not all the weed shop. It's just the ones that are trying to function and do their thing under the table. And it's interesting because, you know, it's almost as if we're seeing the whole UK county lines type thing being transferred and modeled was starting to happen on Tenerife in the last year and some. So if you look back, the AU hasn't been open for years. It had a grand opening like a year and a half ago, somewhere in there, don't quote me. Potter's is fairly new, right? I didn't see when Charlie Sloss opened. I have no idea. But they had a triangulation there. And we know they're not considered with each other to be too much of a competitor because Charlie Sloth and Potter Paper are doing music videos together, and interviews on Charlie Sloth's YouTube. All right? We also have Big Narsty and Charlie Sloth on camera partying together at the AU all the time. Like, go watch it. I watched an hour and a half of the AU reels to just see what the place and the atmosphere is like. I'm not condemning them selling marijuana even. I'm condemning a cover-up of a 19-year-old that no one cared about. He'd be here. He would have been protected. I looked around last night watching the raid videos. Nobody else looked like Jay. It wasn't normal. I went through all kinds of raid videos. Before that at Creamfields and this one over here and Amsterdam and all that. You don't see people looking like Jay did that night. You don't. Not on those videos. And you can come at me and be like, you don't know our world. I thank you. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus, that I am not part of that kind of world, because that is a careless world. That is a world where human life is not valued. And I mean that. The head of the volunteer Guadiana civilian, whatever you call it over there, is being sent up the river into the box because of human trafficking. What? Okay? So no, I'm never going to be a part of that world. I have no intention. But it's happening, right? So I tried to track back when this occurred. When did these clubs get closed? I think there was 7 clubs, not 6 now, or even maybe a few more. But it closed back October 25th. And you can see what they rated. See these little packets right here of powder, and there's helium and all kinds of stuff. There was even rack rain. There was all kinds. Okay. An 1111 True Crimers sent us this. And I rub my hands like this because this is spot on. Now they've got like 38 subscribers last night when I recorded this. So I want you to go over to Stargate Entertainment and share our love with them, because they brought me the big boom, boom, boom. Rather than take their full thunder, I'm going to take a little bit because they don't have enough views to get it out there. But they've done the work themselves, okay? So give them the love. Here we go. Subscribe to them and hit like. Coffee shops in Tenerife are closed. Well, we know that's true. Or are they? I've been undercover in Tenerife. This is what I found. Okay, I gotta pause it because they go fast. Walking around the resorts of Playa de los Americanos and Las Cristianas. Remember where the beach footage is. Remember, Las Cristianas is where we have the footage of, oh Jay, you said he wouldn't get stabbed. And then the Las Americas is the Veronica Strip, okay? So they've walked around the resorts of Playa de los Americanos and Las Cristianas. I could frequently smell the distinctive smell. Weed, right? So I took a Google to find a coffee shop, as I knew it had been reported they had all been shut down by the local police. I found 2 that Googled showed were open. I'm not reading that right, I think. Okay, let's get to the next one. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Listen to the noise coming from inside the closed shop. This is called the High Club in Las Cristianas. It's sealed with police tape. Isn't that weird? Also in Las Cristianas. but the seal has been broken, then resealed on 11th of November 2024. So they must be coming through a back door, right? Google and Google Maps is now showing the High Club as permanently closed. Okay, let's get over to that. Look, you can see the tape right there. That one's still intact, so they got a back door into the place, right? Okay, right here. You know what? You don't need to see me. You need to see this. Let's back this up a little bit. Okay, let me get to here. Right. Maybe that was the one you needed to see right there. Okay. See? Now you can see it better. The tape. All right. Let's get into this. So this goes into the High Club. Permanently closed. Permanently closed. The High Club. Right? My second Google search brought me to an all singing and dancing club, BDL. All right. All right. Biggest coffee shop. Keep updated. Okay. And then this is weird. Look at this. So he clicked it and it says contact us, get in touch, for BDL. Centro Commercial. Let me make this really big and move my logo. Oops, I lost my place. Okay, wait. I forget it's somebody else's video. Okay, so when they click that, let's do it this way. We're back where we were. Remember, you guys, this is alive. The first two images you will see are screenshots taken now as I'm working on this video. The first map shows the BDL club without the pin drop. The second one is with a pin drop. Okay, let's see why that matters. We shall see. So we're at Playa de los Americanos. You can see right here, BDL. Tenerife, not busy, has a little arrow there. Okay, got it. Same location, BDL. Right? Not busy. Right next here, see this whole pink part is the AYUB'S. All right. It says it's open. It says, I then clicked on the map button on the BDL website and I was very surprised by what happened next. What happened? Come on. Again. So on all these clubs, you have to contact, if you want to contact that club, you're being redirected. And where are you being redirected? Centro Commercial Presidente. Rafael Puig Lavina. I have no idea if I'm even saying that right. All right. Okay. So that's interesting. Let's continue. What are we looking at? So they've typed that in, the address or the name, right? Whatever this is, avenue. Okay, so that is the address. And it's showing way down here now. So it was over here, but now BDL's over here. Okay, I'm following, I think. The pin drop had mysteriously moved. I zoomed in on its location and wondered if it was a genuine mistake or if there was something else to it. So I sent my undercover operative to investigate further. But first, let's look at the BDL footage. Okay. All right, so this is indeed AYUB'S, right? This is Charlie Sloth's and Big Narsty's area. Find us upstairs around the back. Okay. But it's police taped. All closed up with evidence of police tape. And it says Big Narsty, the guy who Ayub Qasim named, dropped his live with Rocky. Quote, I was at the AU Charlie Sloth and Big Nasty Place? Why has AYUB changed his story? Now that's a good question, because remember, we never heard about that on the Central Club interview. Yep. Let's get into this. BDL Tenerife was one of the venues for the NRG Festival in June. BDL is reference to Big Nasty's Collective the Bass Defense League. Now, let me get this back on screen. Come over to you. And we're going to keep going. This gets very, very interesting. Do you remember the NRG BDL Big Coffee thing was canceled on Sunday morning? Same day that Jay goes missing. Why? But yet when I was able to find videos of it wasn't canceled, it was just, I have videos of Big Nasty singing and rapping and the room packed full. So it wasn't canceled. It was like after the venue, they went and said it was canceled, but yet we have people that went there and filmed it and even have video on Big Nasty's site of the event. But yet all the media is saying, nope, didn't happen. Nope, it was closed. It was canceled. BDL didn't happen. Okay. All right, let's get back over. That's right. Cornish True Crime says AYUB'S was open 16th of June. I saw a video on his Facebook. Correct. That's a very important part. Hi, Viral News. Go over and check out Viral News' channel. Hey, Gail. Gail says, hi, 1111 poll, Tenerife cleanup. Yes, absolute cleaning up. Nobody I know of all ages wants to go there after Jay's case. We Brits thought Tenerife was for retired folk. What a tragic eye-opener. Right, he removed it. That's what I believe too. Okay, let's keep going. The AYUB'S is closed also, but not by police. Well, that's why I say it goes super fast. By the looks of it, probably not busy enough for the winter, or maybe it was just closed the time I was there. That's what this person's saying. The AYUB was one of the places AYUB Cuisine said he was on the Sunday night when the Bernie lot were at Papagayo Beach Club on his Live with Rocky, but there was no mention of it when he spoke to the Central Club podcast. Is there a reason for the omissions in his news statements? I just love the way this person words things. We waited until it was dark and walked to the new pin drop location. We watched and waited and identified two African men hanging around where the pin drop was. I decided to approach the friendly-looking man instead of sending my operative. Both men had fake bags. You could tell they weren't real bag sellers, which I don't even know what that means. Maybe like fake cops? Or real cops? I don't know. I approached with caution, but my team was here nearby in case it went wrong. He asked me what I was looking for, told me what he had. I told him what I wanted and what I wanted to pay. I had the map on my phone and asked him why all the coffee shops were closed. He spoke good English when he replied, "Please close them," with no other explanation. I pointed to the following map and asked if this is where to come now, and is this for BDL? And he told me, yes, BDL. We couldn't agree on a price of course, I didn't really want to make a purchase in the first place. So I said thanks anyway and walked off down the street. Within a minute of me walking away, the other African man shouted after me, offering me what I asked for at that price I asked for. But I just told him I'd come back later with more money. Okay, there's the map. Is all of this just a coincidence? Or do you think the man, fake bag seller, didn't understand what I was talking about? And who changed the pin drop location on the website map? What is the reason the AU base is closed? Have they all been closed down in relation to the arrest of the chief of the Civil Protection and Volunteer Group, Santiago Carlos Martin, who was also the co-coordinator for the SOS Desperado Association, who was most likely extremely involved in the Jay Slater case in June? The judicial authority has imposed a confidentiality order preventing the consulted sources from disclosing the alleged charges against him. Okay, let's go a little further. Tenerife has been in the spotlight since the 18th of June 2024 due to the 19-year-old Jay Slater going missing from the Playa de las Americas area, where he went off with AYUB'S and his associates to the Masca Mountains and was found dead at the bottom of the ravine. Great mystery still surrounds his death, with content creators claiming he may have been fatally injured on the beach in Las Cristianas, or he may have been held hostage. Now, I'm not going to read that statement. I'll let you go to the channel and read that one. Did Jay really steal a watch, or were Jay and the Burnley lot involved in trapping, which simply means the act of selling illicit substances, a county lines type setup, but in Tenerife? Is the arrest of Santiago Carlos Martin going to bring answers about Jay's death? Is it possible that there is an ongoing investigation between Spanish and British authorities into Santiago Carlos Martin and his actions during Jay's disappearance, and also what his involvement may have been in the ongoing criminality of the holiday hotspot? Did Jay really steal a watch, or were Jay and the Burnley lot involved in trapping? I read that one. We know that Lancashire police offered help with the search for Jay Slater, but Guardia Civil Avocado in Tenerife refused, and Santiago Carlos Martino would have most probably been the man that Lancashire authorities would have spoken to. There's one more connection I want to make. I have some breaking news to bring to you. Now, you guys, before we get into this part, hold on a minute. Coming up. I am not wishing ill upon anyone. I am simply asking the universe to bring justice in the Jay Slater case, whatever that be. I'm not elated about the news I'm about to bring you, but I am elated in a sense that I'm seeing justice. The ones that are supporting the narrative that Jay walked off a cliff and not, face it, AYUB said he was with Jay. AYUB said he was at the AU. We also have witnesses that claim AYUB was at Potter's talking about being investigated by police officers or interviewed. He should have been investigated. But this is just, I'll tell you what, this needed to happen. It does. And I know some people are going to be like, it's not right for you to say that. But it did. It needed to happen. So, let's back that up and read that. Does Ayub Qasim and Potter Paper know each other? Which you guys all know. I've proven 1,000 ways to Sunday that they're very good colleagues. After all, he is always rapping about trapping, and they both have form in the UK doing it. Breaking news. Potter Paper just announced that the Metropolitan Police have canceled his concert. Is that true? Yes, it is. Comes right out of Bitter Potter's mouth.
Yo guys, unfortunately I have to regrettably inform you all that the show at Alternate has been cancelled. They want me to say due to unforeseen circumstances, but I'm just going to say that the Metropolitan Police have cancelled the show. It's out of my hands, there's nothing I can do. I'm very disappointed, I'm very sad about it. But hopefully I get to see you all soon, and hopefully I can put something together where I see you all soon. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and you get all your refunds from Lab Nation. And yeah, fuck the police, bro.
I didn't do anything to Potter. Ain't my fault. Don't come at me. I had nothing to do with it. All I've been doing is showing, like, you know, how it just seems strange. Nobody was investigated in the disappearance and death of a 19-year-old boy that went on a vacation holiday, ended up at these weed shops, and then at the bottom of a mountain, surrounded by mid-aged adults that think they're funny. I didn't do it. Crazy Cat says, ha ha ha, glad it got shut down. Cornish True Crime says, yes, his event was in London. David Matheson says, looks like the police are doing a number on Potter. But hey, I'm the one with the tinfoil hat to even bring up Big Narsty and Charlie Sloth and Potter Paper. I don't know. I think I just have bigger balls than most creators out there that don't want to tackle this kind of crap. Because it gets ugly. They have a lot of followers that can absolutely troll your channel. That's a headache, right? That's a big problem. You just have to keep going. If you're really in it for justice, you can't get weak in the knees just because somebody's got a little bit of, clout or popularity on their side. You just have to keep going. I mean, some of the smallest dogs in the world can scare an elephant. I mean, a giant. Baban says, I'm absolutely delighted with this news that our kids following this Humpty. The walls are caving in on them all, says Crazy Cat. Laura says, definitely no date for request. Maybe there's stuff going on behind the scenes. And that's how sometimes, I'm not trying to, give away secrets here. But if they can't get them one way, they get them another. Like, if there's no way to prove that this crime took place, they'll just add it to their case, and then they'll continue to build a bigger and bigger case. And it may appear unrelated sometimes, but it's not. It's just that that person doesn't know that they are already being watched, because they are out there peddling their words about how, all these little kids are looking up to these people. Look, this person's got bling bling. Look, this person's popular and he can behave like an absolute monster and ruin people's lives with selling rugs. He's going to serve a little time in jail and get even more popular and get strengthened. I'm just going to use him as my role model. No. See, what happens is, it don't matter how big of a fish you think you be, p diddy did do boo bop boo, right? No matter how big a fish you think you be, you still gonna look tiny in them little tiny 10 by 10 foot walls. Because it's coming your way. If you've done bad, karma is coming at you. One day, maybe next week, she's gonna get you one way or another. She's gonna land you in the slammer. How's that for pot of paper? Mama D rapping on the spot. Marion says, I got 5 grandsons in my family. I want 0 rugs on my streets and the streets they walk on. That's right. Sorry, I just smacked the desk. Ouch. Viral news. That's right. The universe is doing its thing. No one escapes karma. That's correct, Allison. Just trick, rage, not that rage. My neighbor found loads of packages dumped on her land. Said they looked like all adult stuff and left kitty toys, no addresses. They tore them off. What? I don't get it. That was a little too code for me. Zoe says Jay will have justice and will make a difference in this world. That's right. Because every victim has a lesson for us, right? And in order to get that lesson out there, we've got to strive for justice. And that's just what it is. And it takes time to do it. It definitely takes time to do it. Baban, he lives a high life and our kids don't see it. He's in a cause of a lot of crime, rugs, and shit songs. Well, I'm sorry. Shite. Right, Ocean Deep 24, you should be able to go away and come home. It's simple. You just don't walk off a cliff. Exactly. The world does move in mysterious ways. The universe is coming in like the tide on Tenerife. It's unstoppable. And karma is what it's bringing. So I'll just tell you, 2025, I've said, is going to be the clearest there is in a long, long time. If you're not into astrology or any of that, follow your gut. The truth is coming out. You're seeing it every day, including in the Sebastian Rogers case. Later this evening, probably in about 3 hours or so, maybe two-ish, I gotta get a bite to eat. My day's been just jacked up. But I want to get back over to the Sebastian Roger case. And why now are they vetting this green hoodie person? Why has that person not been vetted since day one? The worst investigation other than the Jayslater case I've ever seen in any case is the Sebastian Rogers. There is no way I'm buying that's no garbage truck. Those lights would be blinking. You can tell if it's a garbage truck. It's not. So for the LE, which in that case it's the police, to say that's absolutely ludicrous. And now they're trying to tell us that green hoodie female, I think it's a female, is of no consequence, no interest. They just vetted her in December. What? 10 months the kid's been missing? And you're just looking into someone that had direct contact with the mother on the last proof of life of the child? Join me later. I can't. I'm going to lose my shite in the Sebastian Rogers case because of the stupidity. Truly. It just gets to me after a while, right? I love you guys. I thank you so incredibly much. Tune in later. We're going to keep going on both Jay Slater and Sebastian Rogers. This will be a late night tonight with me, so if you're in the mood and can't sleep, tune in. I appreciate the company, and we'll be talking about Sebastian Rogers on this channel, the first channel, and we'll see how the day goes. We might even jump on over to my second channel, 1111 Crime Story. Love you guys. to the moon and back.